couple rounds of those big breaths. Center yourself. And I'm guessing for most of us, this 7 a.m. Workout time is new for your body and for your mind. So it might take a moment to kind of let your body catch up to where your mind wants to be, which was here to work out. So really kind of focus in on the breath so that the body starts to respond. And because this is the 30-minute version, we kind of get right into things. Big deep inhale. Big exhale. Go ahead and walk those hands and arms over to the right, gently pushing the hips to the left. Landing here, take a couple rounds of breath. Just as deep. One more breath here. Slowly walk those hands and arms over to the left and pushing the hips to the right. And with each one of these breaths, letting that heart center kind of melt down to your mat, opening those shoulders as well as your hips. And one more breath. Nice. Okay, walk on back to center. You're going to come to your forearms to do cat-cow. So on your forearms and your knees, so open the knees a little bit wider, maybe hips width distance, and then find cat-cow here. So pushing down into those forearms and leading with that tailbone. And then keep going with that nice big deep breath. Nice. Good. Let's tuck the toes and get the feet involved. Stretching the bottoms of those feet. Good. One more round of movement and breath. And then coming even a little bit deeper. You can keep those elbows in like 11s, or if you need to widen them for your shoulders, or bring your fingers together. And we're going to just start to lift the hips up and then bring them back down, knees down. Inhale, lift the hips up, push into the forearms, gaze goes towards the back of the mat, and come back down. So just continue there. Start to waken up those shoulders a little bit more. Good. Nice big deep inhale as you lift. Exhale as you come down. Yes. Okay, so on your next time that you lift those hips, you're going to hold up there and just kind of work with your body where it's at right now. You can keep the knees bent. You can walk the feet a little bit closer towards the chest. Keep pushing down into the forearms. Find big deep breath in this dolphin pose. Yeah, one more big deep inhale. And exhale. Nice. Bring those knees down. So coming right over to a forearm plank. Right arm comes parallel to the side of the mat. And we're going to lift that left arm and that left leg. And just hold here. So kind of a little stagnant hold with a big breath. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Nice. Switching sides. Scoop over that left arm. And then extending that right leg up and that right arm up. And hold. Big breath. Good. One more inhale. Beautiful. And then come on back down. One more thing on our forearms here, coming to an actual forearm plank. So depending on how your shoulders feel, interlacing those fingers in front of you or staying in that kind of 11 shape and just holding here. If you want more for your shoulders, you can kind of rock back and forth. Firing up the core a little bit. One more big deep inhale. Exhale, making your way to your downward dog. You can bring your knees down in order to do so, or come up to one hand to a plank each, and then push back to your downward dog. And then once in that downward dog position, find a little bit of movement. Pedal out the feet, the toes, the ankles. Nod the head, yes. Shake the head, no. One more breath here. Good. Roll forward to that plank. Lower all the way down to your stomach through chaturanga or low push-up. Once there, 3 rounds of cobra. Untuck the toes. Push those palms into the mat. Squeezing those elbows towards the side of the body. Big deep inhale as you lift that chest. Exhale as you let it go. Beautiful. One more round. And then flatten yourself out onto your belly once more. Extend both arms forward. And then start to lift from there. Perhaps it's the arms and the chest. Maybe the legs and the feet rise as well. Long neck here, so look down the tip of your nose. Find big, deep breath. Taking flight off of your mat. One more big, deep inhale. And exhale, release. Good. Making your way back to your downward dog, whether that's through plank, child's pose, tabletop position. Once there, inhale that right leg up high. Let's open the hip to the right. So you're going to hold here, or you can bring the left forearm down. And your left forearm is down on the mat, and your right hand is reaching forward. Yeah, and a little bit deeper stretch here. Nice. Good. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Nice. Bring both hands to the mat, and then bring that right leg down. Switching sides, left leg goes up, open the hip to the left. You can hold here, traditional, or bring that right forearm down and extend the left hand forward as you open that hip. Yeah, nice. Big deep inhale. Nice. Okay, coming back, left foot down. Inhale, right leg up. This time, right foot coming all the way forward. Left knee down. Right arm up, twist. Big breath. So holding here or going a little bit deeper. Yeah, you see the theme here. It's forearm day and shoulders. Good. And then maybe a gaze kind of comes up. Big, deep stretch. You can put a block underneath your forearm as well, or under your hand. Push down underneath that right foot so that that right knee stays center. Big, deep breath. Okay, switching sides. Either right hand inside that right foot, or if you can make that forearm come down onto the block, and then switching sides. Left arm up. Big breath. Nice. Bring that left hand forward. Tuck the back toes. Lift that left knee and hold. Big deep breath. On your next inhale, push into the right foot. Left leg is coming all the way up. Reach up, stretch up. Give a little haya kick forward. Breath. Take that left foot, cross it over the right. 11s, or somewhat of 11s with the feet. Hinging forward, you can hang out on your thighs with your hands, or just kind of make your way down. Little bend in that right knee so that you don't hyperextend. Let the head be heavy. Big deep breath. All right, one more inhale. On your next inhale, slowly rise up. Bring those arms up. Left knee's coming back up. Extend it back all the way behind you. Hands come down. Right foot meets left. Lower all the way down. Find cobra, or maybe up dog feels good. You can come to Sphinx pose as well. Big deep inhale. Once you get there, take your time here. Maybe pop those thighs off the mat, pushing into the tops of the feet. And when you're ready for that downward dog, return. Inhaling, left leg up. Bring it all the way forward in between your hands. Low crescent lunge. Right knee comes down, untuck the toes. We're going to take that twist. So now holding here, or you can come down to that forearm. So the left knee might want to kind of go out to the left, push down underneath your big toe. Big deep stretch. And then switching sides, either hand down, forearm down, or on a block. And then reach that right arm up. Good. Right hand comes down, coming to that low runner's lunge. So pop up that right knee, holding here. Big deep breath. You're going to start to shift the weight into that left foot. Bring that right knee all the way up. Extend all the way up. Give it a little kick out. Reaching those arms up. Big deep breath. And then take that right foot, cross it over the left. And then getting that IT band stretch. Bend the left knee a little bit. Trying to push down underneath our big toes here. Let the head be heavy. All right, one more breath. On your next inhale, bring those arms all the way back up. Right knee comes back up. And then extend it all the way back behind you. Hands come down to the mat. And then bring that left foot back to meet the right. Going through your version of your flow through low push-up, chaturanga, up dog, whatever it is. Nice. Good. Inhale that right leg up high. Open the hip once again to the right by bending the knee. If you want to come down to that left forearm once again. Good. Yeah. Good. Come back to your traditional three-legged dog and then bring that right foot all the way forward in between your hands, opening up to your warrior two, facing to the left. Reverse it. Flip the right palm, bring it up and overhead. And then extended side angle, right arm on that right thigh as we extend our left arm overhead. Both arms up, toes out, heels in, heading forward into your forward fold. Palms can be on the mat, or if you really want to go deep, wiggle those legs out and come to your forearms. You can also be on a block here or on your hands. Big deep breath. And if you're on your forearms, come to your hands. Tiptoeing your fingers towards the back of your mat. All 10 toes turn towards the back of the mat. Right heel is up. Bend the left knee. Right hand down. Big twist. Left arm up to the sky. Good. Left hand comes down, working your way back to the top of your mat. So tiptoe your fingers forward. Reach forward and up for your high crescent lunge. Straighten that front leg. As you exhale, take a big twist and bend that right knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. And exhale, twist, hold. Reach back for that left thigh or bring the right arm behind the lower back as the left arm extends up. Good. Take the left forearm and bring it to the right thigh. Hold there in the twist. You can keep your hand behind your lower back, or you can also extend it over your head. Bring it towards the back of the room, whatever feels good. One more big deep inhale. And exhale. Unwind. Straighten that front leg and the back leg. Bring the back heel in, pyramid pose. Hinge forward, reach forward. And then hold wherever you can hold with that flat back. If you need your thigh to hold on to, or the shin, or maybe blocks for the floor. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Coming up the way we came in. So reach those arms forward and come all the way up. Bring that left foot forward to meet the right. Take a nice big deep inhale. Swan dive all the way down on your exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Palms on the mat, going through your flow here, through chaturanga, low push-up, up dog, and then down dog. Nice. Inhaling that left leg up high. Open the hip to the left, hold there. You can even make circles with that hip. Or if you want to come back to that left forearm, or right forearm, sorry. Right forearm. Yeah, that would be hard, the left. Even harder than the right. Okay, one more breath. Okay, come back to three-legged dog. And then bringing that left foot forward in between the hands. Open up warrior two towards the right. Reverse it, flip the front palm, bring it up and overhead. Left forearm on the left thighs. The right arm reaches over for extended side angle. Good. Coming up, facing to the right, toes out, heels in. Finding that forward fold once again. Maybe something different here. If you have an inversion in your practice, like a little headstand or tripod stand you want to do. Or just hold in your forward fold. Big deep breath, let the body respond to the breath. Bigger the breath, the happier the body. Okay, you're going to make your way up the way you came in. So try and flatten that back. Reach those arms forward and come up. Good. We're going to face warrior two towards the back of your mat. Cartwheel the arms down. So rotate the left heel up. Left hand comes down and reach that right arm up for that twist. Good. Both hands come down. Walk your way all the way forward to the top of your mat. Coming into high crescent lunge, reach those arms up, hold, straighten that front leg, and then when you bend that left knee, take that twist to the left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend and twist. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, twist. Good, holding in that twist. Reach back for that right thigh or bring the left arm behind the lower back. Big, deep breath. Good. Taking that right forearm, bring it across that left thigh. Finding a deeper twist here. The left arm can go wherever that left arm wants to go. One more inhale. Good. Unwind on that exhale, bringing those arms up overhead. Good. Bringing the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, reaching up, stretch up, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, fold. Palms on the mat, step those feet all the way back. Lower all the way down. Nice. Good. Coming to Sphinx pose from here. So slide those forearms forward, palms in front of you. So you're like a little lion. Nice. Good. Untuck the toes and then push down into those forearms. And kind of slide, isometrically slide the forearms back to try and push that heart center forward. Good. One more breath here. Good. Okay, revisiting our dolphin pose. So you're going to tuck the toes and you can push up to a plank here and then come into dolphin from there. So from Sphinx, you can tuck the toes and lift the thighs, and then start to tiptoe those feet in as those hips go up. And then adjust your hands the way you like or with your way your shoulders like it. And then taking dolphin a little bit deeper if you'd like, you can start to raise up one leg at a time as you push into those forearms. Nice. Big deep breath. If you want a little bit more, you can start working on that shoulder stand by little baby kicks, one leg at a time. Maybe you'll take flight for a moment. Yeah. So the bottom leg is the one that's working, that does the work. Yes, these look great. So being upside down gives you a different perspective, right? Good. Find one more on each side if you're doing little kick-ups, or one more breath if you're in dolphin. And then when you're done, return to a child's pose. So knees come out wide, those big toes touch. If the shoulders need a little break, just wrap them around your body, or you can come to forearms coming back. Find big deep breath. One more big deep inhale. And exhale. Nice. Making your way back to your downward dog. However that seems fit for your body. If you want to just push back. Nice. Okay, so from here we're going to walk our hands back to our feet. Forearms are coming to your thighs for like a little football squat. So squat into that football stance, and then we're going to tiptoe our hands back to our downward dog. And then coming back. So we're just going to do that a couple times. You do that on your movement, your breath. Take a little squat, straighten the legs, tiptoe those hands back forward. Find that downward dog. And then one more time. A little squat. Back to that downward dog. And then on this last one, we're going to hold. So our feet are about maybe hips width distance. Bring those forearms, and we're going to hold. So maybe hands come to heart center. So it's a little bit in between like a chair pose and a Malasana squat. Yes. So this is where we're starting. We're just starting here because I want your booties down low. Yeah. And then we're going to come up to our chair pose, but we're going to hold our booties right where they are. And now release your arms and bring them up. So you can open the shoulders wide, dial the pinkies towards one another. Maybe lift those toes up. That's how far back you're sitting. Holding. Breathing. One more big deep inhale. As you exhale, fold forward, straighten those legs. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. All right, sit the seat back and down one more time. Coming back to that really low chair pose. This time we're going to bring the hands to heart center. And then either take that forearm across the thigh again for that twist, or maybe keep the hands at heart center as you twist it out. Keep that booty down low. Find one more big breath. Good. Come back to center. Try and keep it down low. I know your quads are probably screaming. And then go to the other side. Either forearm on that left thigh, or maybe elbow hooks and hands squished to that heart center. Big deep breath. Good. Come on back to center. Hold for just one more breath. And then fold forward. Oh, let it go. Hang out in your forward fold for a moment. Maybe sway. Grab opposite elbows. Nice big deep breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Nice. Okay, from here, you're going to lift those heels up and then sit the hips back down to those heels. One last little balance. So you're going to hold here, or maybe work on your balance one hand at a time, or maybe both hands at heart center. And if you're feeling it, one last little push. If you want to come into your crow, you can come right into crow from here. Elbows behind those forearms, or some others like to squeeze the forearms with your knees. As you're looking forward, lift those hips. Yes. Engage that core. Woo! Nice. Find one more big deep breath here. Nice. Beautiful. Good. Coming to sit down, legs right out in front of you. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Bending the knees if you need to. One big deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Come on back to center. Take that left ankle, cross it over the right thigh. Holding here, or if you want more for the shoulders and the hips, you can come to a floating cross tabletop or hips towards that heel. Nice. And release. Coming to the other side, right ankle over left thigh. Either heading forward this way, or if you like that floating kind of action for the shoulders and the hips. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Returning to a seated position, anyone that is comfortable for you. Now as we take our final rounds of breath. Inhale, reaching those arms all the way up. Exhale as you come through heart center. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, bring it through. Last one. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thumbs land either at your third eye or your heart center, and just hold for a moment. Thank yourself for taking this time early in the morning to focus in on you and your practice. It's a pleasure for me to guide you along. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice job, ladies.